So I'm going to bring you along behind the scenes and show you my entire process for filming YouTube videos, from how I organize and script my YouTube videos all the way through to show you the equipment that I use to film them. And along the way, I'll give you all of the tips and tricks of things that I keep in mind as I'm creating my YouTube videos. And the first thing that I do when I plan out a video is take the topic and then create a very rough outline. Now, one of the things I talk about in my business favorites video is my waterproof notepads. And so the outline for this video was actually created in the shower. I have the 5 things that I want to talk about in this video. I actually like to have a rough outline before I jump into Rella. So now that I have that, we can go ahead and jump in there and I'll show you how I go about scripting my videos. So I do all of my content planning in Rella. And so now what I'm going to do is add the new video idea. Okay, so here we have the video concept. I moved it to in progress because I'm working on it. And then at the start of any video, I always make space for the keywords, SEO description, and my script. And I've actually been really bad at remembering to take thumbnails lately, so I also leave a reminder when I start filming my video to make sure that I actually get photos for the thumbnails, because otherwise I have to go through and try and find a selfie that works, and I'm very quickly running out of selfies. After I have my template in place, it's actually time to begin scripting out the video. So what I'll do is I'll take the 5 key points that I've come up with, put them in the script, and then start filling in more context under each of the points to make sure that I'm teaching about everything that I want to cover in that video. Okay, so my script is complete. Here's the whole thing. It's pretty long, and this amount of content will usually be about a 7 or 8 minute video. And now that I have that done, it is time for me to take pictures for the thumbnail. So the first thing that I do when it's time to film thumbnails is turn on my studio light. Now, this light is new and I love it so much. Previously, I used these, and unfortunately, I still have to use one to light my background, but these lights from Amazon are so cheap and they barely light up anything, whereas this is so bright, it lights up my room. It's dark outside and it lights up my room so good, it's like it's daylight. The next thing I do is grab my tall phone tripod and my attachment, and this is my absolute favorite phone attachment. I'll link everything that we chat about today down below, but this is something that I love so much, and I actually grabbed another one so that way I can switch between tripods without having to screw these off every time. I actually just had my vlog camera on this one though, so I did have to take it off, so that is why I'm grabbing it now. Okay, and then what I actually do next is open up Instagram and find a filter that looks natural but just adds that extra oomph to my thumbnails. Okay, so then all I do is record several poses. It looks really awkward, but essentially just make sure that you're looking into the camera and holding your pose enough time that you get a still frame. If you're going like this, then your thumbnail will be incredibly blurry and it won't look as nice as you want. So here we go. Okay, so there's that portion done. I feel like I got some good options. I reviewed it here and they look good. So I should be able to make at least one of these work. And now that we're done with the thumbnails, it's time to record. And unfortunately, that means I need this tripod. So this is the camera I currently use to film my talking head videos. I've actually been using this camera since 2017 and it's still just as good as when we bought it. One of the upgrades I did get with this camera is the plug-in battery. That way I don't have to worry about constantly having batteries for this camera charged and ready like I do my vlog camera. And because I'm filming talking head style videos on it, it works. I don't need it to be really portable. The other thing that I have plugged in here is my Rode shotgun mic. This is a mic that I bought in 2020 and it's really held up. I'm pretty happy with the quality of the sound, although I do notice when I switch from the shotgun mic to my even nicer podcasting mic in videos, my podcasting mic sounds much nicer. However, with the ease of use, this can just plug into my camera and it does a really nice job. Oh, and it'd probably be helpful if I actually say what this camera is. This is the Rebel SL2. Again, I think it's like the 2016 version, but it's held up wonderfully. And like I said, really don't see a reason to upgrade it at this point. And then when I'm recording, this is usually my setup. I have my camera here, and then to the side here in Rella, I have my script, and I just glance at this, record, glance, record, and that makes it pretty easy. And my last tip is that these little remote clickers are really handy. That way, if you want to redo a take, you can stop the recording and start it again, and it makes your job in the editing process a little bit easier. When it comes to business growth, marketing is always evolving, and that is going to be especially true in 2025. All right, that is a wrap. I have finished recording the YouTube video, so now what I do is I pop that memory card out, give it to Mitch to edit, and right now I'm hungry, so I'm gonna grab a bite to eat, and then I will show you my process for making thumbnails and prepping a video for upload. So I wanted to walk you through how I make my thumbnails. It's actually incredibly straightforward. What I have done is pulled some of the screenshots from that video we took earlier. I feel like I didn't get the best poses and whatnot, but we'll go ahead and see what we can come up with. I use the same Canva document for all of my thumbnails, and because YouTube lets you A/B test thumbnails, I always make 3 thumbnails per video. So what I do here is I come into the thumbnails inspiration here to see what kind of vibe I'm going for. You can also look on YouTube to see if there's any similar videos to yours to get inspiration. And once in a while, I will also screenshot thumbnails that I like and save that inspiration on my phone. So let's go ahead and see what we can come up with here. So the first thing I do is grab a photo that I've taken and I make it quite large. And then I decide what I want to do for the background. Normally I use a blurred background, so I'll just come here to the library and do like beige. Go to photos and try and find a brightly colored photo that would look good in the background. So this one seems promising. I'm going to go ahead and set this as the background, and then we're going to use background remover to pull me out of the image. The other thing I like to do is add an outline. The next thing I want to do is blur the background. So I'm going to go ahead and select the background image and go ahead and come down to the blur tool. I think that looks good. Now to make myself stand out from the background even more, I also normally put an overlay. So I'm going to go ahead and just add this square, send it back, brown. All right, so I'm gonna make it this beige color. I think that looks nice, and we'll lock it in place. Okay, so what I did is I took the title of my video, I put it in ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT what questions I should ask it to help me generate text for my thumbnail. And ChatGPT provided some questions that I should ask, and so I asked, how can I summarize title into 2 to 4 punchy words? I really like 2025 marketing trends. Could I have gotten there myself? Probably, but I am so tired. So I use the same font and color combo on all of my thumbnails. So I'm just gonna grab that here. Okay, here's the thing. I hate all of the photos that I took. So we took some more. So let's go ahead and get those brought into Canva now. Okay, we're liking these vibes better. That's a good one. What else do we like? Here's the thing. I cut off my shoulder on this one. Oh, that's pretty good. What did it do to my face? Is that how my face looks? Oh, no. I thought my painting was my face. Look at the beautiful apex on this nail. I did a great job. Wait, do I think my face? Oh my god, I'm thinking my face is the painting. Okay, AI is a little bit easier to do than I thought. So we have our 3 thumbnail concepts. I feel really good about these. Now, I also like to go to this grid mode to see what they look like against some of the other thumbnails that I've run. But something that I've noticed in my other videos and A/B tests is thumbnails that are a little bit more cluttered and have some just like visual interest going on are actually performing a little bit better for me. So we're going to go ahead and move more in this direction. Okay, so Mitch let me know that he is done with the edit. So I'm going to sit down and review it on the computer. And this way I do a final quality check, add any notes or context that is missing from the video, and just make sure that everything looks good before we do the final export. So our video is approved and ready to upload. I'm going to go ahead and grab it here. Now, after I upload the video is actually when I do all of the keyword optimization, refining my title, and just making sure that everything looks really good. So here you can see that my working title is rated is 79. I like it when the numbers are green instead of yellow, so we'll see if there's anything we can do to improve this. So vidIQ likes this new title, Marketing Trends to Watch in 2025, Big Changes Coming. For some reason, if I have a low score, I can usually add parentheses and it will give me a higher score. After I have the title chosen, I actually come down here and add the thumbnails. And those who watch this video actually recognize this thumbnail that vidIQ is recommending that I use. But we'll go ahead and upload my non-AI thumbnails. Okay, so now that we have our thumbnails uploaded, it's time to choose our keywords. And something that's really helpful for me is by using the keyword inspector from vidIQ. Now, I do pay for vidIQ. I think they do have a free plan for smaller channels, but I'm going to go ahead here and put in a few keywords that I think are relevant to my video. And then the keyword inspector will help find more keywords related to those, and I can choose which are most relevant to this video. Okay, so I have quite a few selected here. Once I close out of this window, vidIQ will actually automatically populate the keywords here. So you can see that I actually can use quite a few more keywords to max out at 500. Okay, I found a couple more. Normally I do try to get as many keywords as possible to fill this up all the way to the 500 character limit. However, anytime that you're choosing keywords, whether it's for YouTube or for an SEO strategy, you always want to make sure that you're using relevant keywords. One of the things I do for every video is create a keyword description, making sure that we're using now the keywords that we've chosen in the text below the video. So I'll show you how we do that. I just simply copy all of the keywords, and then I'll go to the ChatGPT that we had open earlier. We'll go ahead and take that, and then I put it right here in my template where I have it marked SEO description. And then I also put in some hashtags. The next step is to add our timestamps and anything we reference within the video. So I actually go through and watch the video again and make sure that I have all the timestamps correct, any resources or videos or anything that I mentioned is linked, and that anybody who's watching who has questions has the resource in the description. So we have everything here prepared. We have the title, we have the SEO description, we've got our timestamps, everything that I've referenced within the video is linked. So we are ready to move on to the next spot, which is to add our end screen. I go ahead and just import it from the latest video, and then I change out the video with the one that I reference at the end. I keep it pretty short, so this is as short as I can make it, and so I'm happy with that. So because I schedule my videos to go live at 6 a.m., I like to create a pinned comment that will go live when the video goes live. So that is the main reason why I set the video to unlisted, but now we have our pinned comment. We're actually ready to go ahead and schedule this to go live. Currently, all my videos are scheduled to go live at 6 a.m. Mountain, so we're going to go ahead and schedule this. So that was my complete process for planning, scripting, filming, editing, and uploading YouTube videos. I hope you found this to be a useful resource. If you did, definitely let me know in the comments. And if you love vlog style videos, then you will love this video where I take you through an entire week in my life as a consultant and founder. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.